G'day everyone. This video is simply about why Tom Brady is better. He ages better, he's better at social media, he trains better, he's definitely a better player. He's just better. If you enjoy this video, could you please like and subscribe to my channel, as it would really help me make more videos like this.
I think the question is going to be, what was it like to watch Tom Brady? I think what he has done here at the age of 43, I think does catapult him. I heard Zubin's tease, and I think that is right. I think it puts him at the top of the list of the greatest athletes in the history of American team sports. It's impossible to compare team sport athletes to individual sport athletes. There's not enough commonality between what they're trying to accomplish. But I don't know how you could put anyone ahead of him based on what he's already done, and I don't even know that he has to win Sunday to do it.
So, Greeny, if he were to hypothetically win on Sunday, would you be part of the camp that would want to see Tom Brady continue to play until 45, 46 years old? Or would you want him to ride off into the sunset with that type of career and that kind of win?
I think it's become pretty clear at this point that the narratives that we want to draw for athletes have no bearing necessarily on what they ultimately decide to do. Look, Tom Brady, the most amazing thing about him, ask yourself this question, because, and Keyshawn, you played a long career, so you know what I'm about to say. Practically every NFL player I've ever interviewed says to me, oh, if it was just the game on Sunday, I would never have retired. But it's all of the hours you have to spend all week. Tom Brady spends 52 weeks a year, 24/7, keeping himself in the condition and the position to be what he is doing now. This is a man with all the money in the world, all the glory in the world, and all the options in the world of things that he could do if he chose not to. And he puts himself through this for the simplest possible reason, which is obviously that he loves it. So long as he loves it, I don't see any reason in the world why any of us should have a problem with that, and he should keep going as long as he wants to keep going. He has certainly earned that and a whole lot more.
Tom Brady finished #1 in the NFL. The NFLPA, the Players Association, came out with what they call like a hot list on what players do the best with social media. And social media is not really for people, 60 plus, 50 plus. It's a young person's game. And Brady finished as the oldest NFL player, #1, ahead of young stars and wide receivers and cool guys. And I will say this, we all know that Brady's body has aged well. I mean, Breeze, Peyton Manning, Big Ben, they looked older. They played older. They had limitations on what they could do. So that goes without saying. But I do like the way Brady's aging. I remember when Brett Favre at the end, he got rigid and he got cranky, and I'm not going to learn a new offense, and I want to do it my way. I'm going to go now move to the South, get on my tractor, hide from everybody. And it was like, nothing against Favre, but like that's not an elegant way to wrap it up. Tom's like, I want a new coach, a new playbook, a new coordinator, new teammates, young teammates. I mean, Tampa's one of the youngest teams in the NFL. Brady's aging well as a human. Like, a lot of people want to go and retire in Palm Springs or Florida, live in a golf course, and that's what they do, and ride a golf cart around. There's nothing wrong with that. But I always have had a fear that I'll just get older faster. And I don't want to get older faster. I am going to retire either near a college campus or in a city or somewhere in a mountain ski community. So I'm moving and I'm active at 7,000 feet and getting workouts. I'm not rooting to get old. Like, I like having energy. Some people just want to golf, and that's what they're going to do. It's over. It's cocktails at 4. It's bed by 8. It's Matlock. It's over. There's nothing wrong with that. People are very happy doing that. But one of the things about Brady that I really appreciate is that he's aging beyond football. He's aging really smartly. He's fun. He's active. He's growing. He's taking chances. He's around young people. He laughs at himself. I remember years and years and years ago, about my late mother, and she was a funny person until the end. Very funny and witty British mom. And one day she made a comment about politics to me, and I said, Mom, stop watching that garbage. I'm not going to tell you what she was watching, but I'm like, stop it. You don't want to end up crazy old cranky cat lady. Go be happy. Turn the TV off. Put some music on. Go dance in the living room. Be happy. You don't want to be old crazy cat lady. She didn't like cats. She had dogs. But that is something. Like that's how you're going to be remembered that last 10 years when you're screaming at kids on the lawn. And Brady's not like that. He's got young kids. He's fun. He's growing. He's active. New stuff. Forget the football. That's how you age. To me, that's an elegant way to age. You know what? Johnny Carson, last great show. Boom, I'm going to go play tennis. That's the way you do it. You don't want to be doing Winnebago commercials as a sportscaster. My teeth falling out. Do these dentures. Reverse mortgages. That's not going to happen. I'll never do a reverse mortgage commercial. It's never going to happen.
It's this championship that changes things for me with Tom Brady. It's not being with Bill Belichick. It's not having an offseason. It's being in a new place that really runs the organization in a different way than you are. It's when your owner gets an opportunity to hold the Lombardi and the first person he thinks is you, right? He said, thank you for teaching us the way. And that's what Tom Brady brought to Tampa Bay that they didn't have. And now, maybe Michael Jordan, if he chooses to go somewhere after that 6th championship in Chicago and he has an opportunity to play that year, I wouldn't have bet money on anyone else to win that championship. But he didn't get an opportunity to do that. He didn't make that decision. And so if we're just talking about the greatest winner in team sports, because the thing that Michael Jordan could do, because there's only 5 guys, you can affect the game in so many different ways, right? You know, you can control what happens defensively for a large part. You definitely can control what happens when your team has the ball. But for Tom Brady to infect this entire team, right, to affect the entire organization.
If you say greatest
in 1
leader,
year,
if you say greatest leader, I might agree. If we changed it to leader, I might agree, because all your points you're making are really about leadership, and Brady could win that argument.
Leadership is about winning as well. And remember this, when Peyton Manning won his 2nd championship in Denver, he was carried to a championship. That was about the no-fly zone. That was about the rush. Tom Brady was one of the best players on this team. Tom Brady was a guy that carried this team through the journey. And so when you look at that type of play, that type of leadership, that type of will, it was truly amazing what he did. And that's why I put him on the top of greatest winners in team sports.
Max, can I ask you this quickly? Do you think Mahomes can still ever become the GOAT?
It's very unlikely because he just lost to Brady head up.
I'm in the barbershop, and you decide to go to the salon with this conversation. You know what? Who's the best? Who could jump the highest? Give a damn how high you jump. This ain't the combine. I need to know what you can do on the field. Make it translate, or I'm going to start talking bad about you. Also, Tom Brady was drafted in baseball, since you want to give Deion Sanders and Bo.
Where was he drafted? 18th round? Do your homework.
Where was he drafted in football? 6th round. You and Tom Brady drafted in the same round. What's the point? Don't be trying to hate on Tom Brady. And I love Deion Sanders. I got to get him out this conversation because it's going to hurt me. I love Deion Sanders. Here's the thing. If you look at Tom Brady's greatness, it's so contagious. Like, he's the common denominator of one dynasty. He's the common denominator of a 2nd dynasty. And damn it, in a couple weeks, if he goes out there and wins and they return to form, he may be the common denominator of a 3rd dynasty. Bruh, peep this. Tom Brady in his 10th Super Bowl potentially can win his 7th Super Bowl, and no one else has even played more than 6 Super Bowls. Dude, he's lapping the field. Didn't Lil Wayne have a verse about that? He's like, y'all thought I was running? Nah, that was my victory lap. I'm just jogging. That's a bar. No, he's jogging. He's 43 in a Craftmatic luxury chair and still lapping Aaron Rodgers, who's more talented and more skilled than him. Still lapping Drew Brees, who I don't know if he's more talented or skilled, but certainly was a dragon to slay. This is Tom Brady going to a new team saying, oh, y'all thought it was just Belichick and I could take Belichick out of this. No slight to Belichick and his greatness, but now replicate that greatness somewhere else.
So let me ask you this.
Give me something to fight against. Let me ask you this. Wes Welker was a San Diego Charger who was released to the Miami Dolphins, who was just okay, all right. And then he finds Tom Brady on his journeyman path. And then all of a sudden, you know who he becomes? Wes Welker. Now, I could keep going with those examples because it happens so many times. There are guys who gravitate to Tom Brady and have their greatest success. And then they get away from Tom Brady and they're just less than. Versus Tom Brady, who has his greatest success in New England. And now he's left there and is still on that same level of great success.
That was Marcellus Wiley on Speak for Yourself. He's speaking the truth and basically crowning Brady as the GOAT before he's even won his 7th Super Bowl. And Marcellus should know because he's a former player and has faced Brady many times when he was playing.
I think Mahomes is going to win at least 2 more Super Bowls in his career. I don't think he's going to win 6. And more importantly, he's not going to be undefeated in Super Bowl appearances because he just lost to Tom Brady. Yeah. That will be the indelible blemish on his resume when you're looking at it. Everybody will recall it, and as a result, that will prevent him from being celebrated as the GOAT. He'll be great. He'll be a Hall of Famer, but he won't be that.
I will say this. Here's the hard thing for Patrick Mahomes. He's lost 2 playoff games. Both of those games are to Tom Brady. And you can have reasons for losing them. You have a guy line up off sides. Obviously, you don't have both of your tackles in this game. But when you've won your other 6 playoff games and the 2 losses are to Tom Brady, and we're not talking about prime Tom Brady, we're talking about 40-plus Tom Brady, I just think that makes it impossible to catch him.
Thanks for watching. I'll be posting more videos of Tom Brady, so please like and subscribe and share with your friends.